Richard Shtekman. I made a video on this guy about, I want to say a week ago or something like that. Man from Earth, or like The Man from Earth. And then there's like a prequel or sequel, sorry, The Man from Earth Hollow scene, which those movies were great. Those movies were great. And it got me thinking, you know, this Richard Shtekman guy, or Shtekman, however the fuck you say it, he maybe can make some good movies. So I went on his catalog at the end of the other video, and I found a movie by him, Abraham Lincoln vs. Zombies. And, I mean, obviously this is a must-watch movie, right? Like, right? All right, so the movie starts, we got little Abe at the start of the movie. His dad's dead or dying, and he got zero emotion towards this happening. Then I guess his mom maybe is in the bed all hooked up. She's a zombie, or turned into some zombie or something. Abe just kills her. Little Abe, we're talking like 6-year-old Abe, just kills her. And then we fast forward, and he's the president of the United States. Okay, he's the president of the fucking United States. Another zombie outbreak, or I don't even know if it was an outbreak, because the first time it happened, we didn't even know. We had no idea. Like, it was just this dead zombie woman in the car, in the bed, and it just kills her. And it's funny, his dad literally hands him a gun and says, "You must do it." And then he just takes out a sickle instead and chops her with a sickle. Fuck the gun, I guess. It's straight out of fucking Bloodborne. This guy's got a foldable sickle. I love it. It's great. So like that, we fast forward, and he's the president of the United States. You know, great and dandy, awesome. We love it. The other zombie outbreak comes, or I guess disease outbreak they call it. They would need to send somebody to the Confederate fort because there was zombie attacks there, I guess. Oh, I totally forgot. This movie is so shit. I'm forgetting like the biggest parts of it. So they learned about the zombie outbreak because one of the soldiers he ran back home, and he's infected or whatever, or like becoming infected. And he runs back home, and he is all chained up because he's all zombie-like because the people are afraid of him, and they're trying to cure him. And he's like, "They ate our flesh. They ate our flesh. They don't die, and they just eat our flesh." And this Abe's like, "Oh, I've dealt with this before. My mom." Or Abe's like, "I've dealt with this before." So he goes out and he talks to the Eternal General or something like that. The Attorney General, something like that. I don't know. Talking to him, he's saying, "I need to go to this base. I need to go, and we need to fight." And the Eternal General's like, "No, you're not going. You're the president of the fucking United States. You're not going." Some other general guy's like, I'll go do it." Sweet. And then we hear commotion. The zombie guy in the place has broken his chains, and he's out causing mayhem. It's so bad. But he's out causing mayhem. He's pushing people over, and people are fighting with him and stuff. And the general guy that just says, "I will go on the mission," just dies. He just turns out dead. Tries to kill the one zombie. This man's talking about going on a suicide mission, taking out thousands of these things, and he dies to one. And there's fucking 40 people. Whatever. He dies, and Abe comes over with his sickle flying out of the sky. Ah! The sickle takes out the zombie. Or wait, does he? I can't remember. I remember they getting like kind of like a fight, and then the zombie dies. And now the general's dead, so who else to go on this suicide mission other than the president of the United States? We don't have anyone else, so the president's going. Next scene, they're walking down a fucking train track. They got 15 or something people with them, and they're going to this Confederate fort to kill the Walking Dead or do something with the Walking Dead. Oh my god, another harp with this movie. Every fucking scene, I swear, each person was rather filmed in a different location, or some people were filmed in the studio, or like their audio was filmed in the studio, and then some people were on set. So, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. It literally sounds like, the movie literally sounded like this. You have one person like this. "Hey, we should take out the zombies. I think that would be a good idea." And then the other person in the studio, full fucking best quality headphones you ever heard. Yes, sir. We'll take out those zombies without a problem. You don't need to worry about it. it's just so, it's everywhere. It's all over the place. That's the biggest. Anyways, moving on. So they go to this Confederate fort. What do you know? There's fucking 50 zombies, 100 million zombies, whatever there. And the zombies start taking them out. And then the Confederate army's also there. They start taking them out. Abe and the people, they take over the fort. They get the fort. And they put the Confederate guy in jail because he doesn't believe in the zombies. He thinks it's just a sickness. And they can cure the sickness. And Abe's like, no. These people are already dead. We need to dead them again. Hold on. I got this movie pulled up. This is ridiculous to me. This is ridiculous. This fucking film, first off, 22% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's bullshit. That should be at least 30. 3.2 on IMDb. That's bullshit. That should be at least 4. $150,000 budget for this movie. I went and looked up the fucking The Man from Earth. The movie that has nobody. They literally filmed this movie in a single fucking room. This budget is $200,000. $200,000 fucking dollars. And obviously, there's so much more effort put into this movie, Art. There's so much more shebang or whatever, what you want to say, put into this one. It was made after too, so he probably used like the bang of The Man from Earth, the money he got from there, to make this movie. And I just don't understand how this has $50,000 less budget than the other movie that takes place in a single fucking room. It's not even a set. It's a goddamn room in a house. Hey, where the fuck was I in the story? Oh, yeah. The Confederate guy is in jail. I don't know anyone's fucking names in this movie. I know Abe's. Oh, my God. And Theodore Roosevelt shows up. Little fucking Theo. Tiny little guy. This is the mission they're going to find. Oh, yeah. They're going to find some transmitter or something. Fail that mission. But they find Teddy Roosevelt, sorry. So they find Teddy and Abe's like long lost lover or whatever. They're hiding out in this room in this house. So they bring them back to the castle. They're now all back in the castle. Now we need to find a way because this is Abe's whole thing during the movie is there's zero cure. There's nothing we can fucking do. We must kill everybody. Not a bad plot. So they start, they go on a mission to kill everyone. It doesn't work. A couple people die here and there. And our good girl, the lover of Abraham Lincoln, gets zombie blood in her mouth, which apparently infects you and you're dead. And then they also know this, and nobody fucking wears masks or anything or cares or fucking nobody gives a shit about anything. So Abe puts her in a room or something, and we forget about her for like 15 minutes. And we're focused on the battle between the zombies and the people, and they're in like some village, and they're battling. Okay, that's whatever. And I just gotta pull up some of the scenes. The battling is the most dog shit. The most dog shit battling I've ever seen in my life. I could do a hologram of me versus me. Hua, 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 hua. And it would probably be better. It would probably be better. Whatever idea of slaughtering everybody with their sickles doesn't work, or sickles and knives and blades and shovels. Teddy's got a shovel, so make what you want with that. They slaughter everybody. They do this mission. They slaughter everybody, but it wasn't everybody. It turns out the mission was a success, but failed. But whatever. They killed everybody. It wasn't enough. So the Confederate guy is now a good guy. He had a talk with someone. One of the other Confederate guys, and they're like, we need to save the Confederate. If the zombies come, there's also attack on the Confederacy, and we took oath to save the Confederacy, and this is part of that. And the general guy's like, you know what? You're fucking right. You're right. And he's like, I'll help. So the very last plan is the general goes to Abe, and he's like, hey, I'll finally work with you. Let me show you the ropes of this here fort we got. So he shows him a secret layer of, like, I think it was TNT. I think it was alcohol, actually. Or, like, gas? I don't know what it was. It was a layer of, like, a bunch of gas or a bunch of rum or something. Abe was like, oh, yeah, we're creating the world's biggest bomb. That's what we're doing. And everyone's like, yeah, that seems good to me. So the whole thing works here as they open up all the fortress doors, and the general guy starts doing the attracts everybody. All the zombies from miles away hear this crazy sound, and they're like, oh, that's human, we must attack. So the zombies come pouring in. They're coming, they're more coming. And Abe, as he's bringing them all to him, he lights the fuse, closes the door, and runs upstairs. And they're like, we've got 10 seconds. We need a zip line across to escape the explosion. And Abe's, no, something's wrong. Something is wrong. One of the zombies stepped on the rope and extinguished the fuse. No. Our Confederate guy, in a great character turn, the most beautiful written character in all of television, says, I will do this for the greater good. You give me the light and you send me in. And at this point in the story, I'm like, wow, what a beautifully written character. Top 10 written characters, honestly. Changes his ways and he becomes so good. And now he's going to go sacrifice himself to kill all the zombies. And then he just, it's so bad. He just walks into a huddle of them, and none of the zombies care. He's just, like, hanging out. I'll just show you the clip. He's just hanging out with all of them. Flamethrower or torch up in the air. Abe gives him a fucking salute. And the guy goes and lights the fuse. Abe and the other dude fucking zipline out of there in the most beautiful CGI scene I've ever fucking seen in my life. Over the quarry or whatever the fuck it's called. And they're safe. And all the other people are safe too. And Abe and the guy walk out of the smoke and everyone's clapping. And the lover girl's still there, who's infected, who's just there. They just all got her. And then Abe's like, or she's like talking with Abe after all this. And she's like, my time has come. You must do it now. And Abe carries her away and everyone cries. And fast forward a year and a half, the bitch is in a barn, still a zombie. Abe didn't kill her. He goes to like take care of her because they can't find a cure. And then she squeezes his arm and blood comes out of his arm. And now he's infected, and he shoots her, and it's a sad scene. And then Abe just walks down a path, and literally, this is the most insane shit ever. No credits, no nothing, no music, no nothing. Walk down a path, looks up, turns, walks, cut. Movie fucking over. Cut. Over. Just like that. Yes. This is a fucking yes. This is awesome. To be honest, it's not fucking awesome. I struggled getting through this. The point is, the Richard Stankman guy, I didn't believe he could hold me through movie after movie. And somehow I just keep watching these awful films. We've got a couple more, honestly, to watch, too. Fucking 100 Below Zero, Mischief Night. I got a couple more bangers to watch, so I'm gonna get on it with these guys. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you made it through all the way. Yeah. Later.